enjoying the irrigation life?
It's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was. And rolled over his leg, and he saw his leg just go.
I miss sports.
I do too.
The feeling of being competitive.
We're just gonna restart.
Bloopers.
Welcome to the DayToday podcast. I'm Julian. This is Joey. This is Johnny, and our special guest, Grant.
What's up?
How you guys doing today, dude?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I enjoyed today, actually. It was pretty fun.
How you enjoying the irrigation life?
It's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was. You made it sound like we were going to be digging holes for like days before I started the job.
Well, that's if you're on install.
Dang, bro.
You'd
You ever
be
seen
digging
that one
holes.
movie, Holes? I love that movie.
That's exactly
That's a
what
good
it is like. The movie Holes.
It was a good movie.
You know, and he goes up in the mountain and he finds like the onion.
Yeah.
That's too
Didn't you make that onion look delicious? Right? That's a pretty good looking
It's
onion.
been so long since I've watched Holes. I
Since,
mean, I
like-
watch Holes.
Since
but,
like middle school, it's been a long time.
Isn't that weird that Shia LaBeouf was really young?
Yeah, dude. Shia
Isn't that
LaBeouf was
weird?
so
And now,
young.
like, look at him. He's like,
weird.
Drug addict. Sorry.
Do it.
yeah.
Forgot about that.
I saw something with him and John Berthal, I think it was. They were doing like a podcast. And the whole
Really?
time, Shia LaBeouf was smoking a joint.
Really?
That seems like something Shia LaBeouf would do.
Sounds like him. I don't know. It's crazy to see how he just came, like how he came up though, from like when he was a kid, and like seeing him through like Transformers and a whole bunch of shit.
I forgot Transformers, bro.
Dude.
So, speaking of Mariganja, you got a Caribbean weed story out here?
I do. It was when me and my family went on a cruise back in like 2009. It was when the Saints won the Super Bowl. And we left out of New Orleans. And
Damn.
everyone was like, who that gonna beat them Saints? I'm like, dude, I've heard this too many times. Just everyone just fucking calm down about the Saints. So we left out of New Orleans. We went to a bunch of different places. We went through the Bermuda Triangle. We took like a little boat ride like into the Bermuda Triangle just for like a tiny section of it. We didn't go like all the way fucking around
Did
it.
you see the Earhart?
Earhart.
Yeah.
Amelia Earhart, she was drowning.
Fool, Bubby.
There was a buoy in the middle of it, and it was rest in peace, Amelia Earhart.
Damn, is a grave.
Yeah.
Rip.
GG's.
There was like a actually never mind. I'm not gonna get off track about that. So, anyways, we went to the Caribbean. We actually ended up in Jamaica for like the night, and my dad ended up finding a guy who was this Jamaican guy.
He had some good ganja.
Dude,
From what my dad says,
Is
yeah,
he
we
good
could have
dog
done
really?
ganja.
like they have motherfuckers on like the beach and shit, just like
Mhm.
walking around for all the tourists so they can sell other shit.
Yeah,
Like from like cocaine to fucking whole bunch of shit, dude. Because they know tourists are gonna be coming through there, so they're like,
yeah,
they want the American money.
they're
baby.
prepared. They're prepared.
I want to go to Jamaica like really bad. I want to smoke some of that Jamaican ganja.
I bet it's kind of sketchy in some areas. though.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I mean, you've
anywhere
heard
off the resort.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
Oh,
You've heard
100%, I'm sure.
like stories and stuff like there. I remember seeing this story about a couple. They were in Jamaica and they took a cab, and the cab
crazy.
held them. The cab driver held them for ransom.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
heard of that.
Yeah, held them for ransom.
Dude, there's been so much shit. Like, even if you go out of the country, I feel like to Mexico, like, they
Yeah,
tell you
sure.
not to even go off the resort. Which, you know what else is crazy? Is a lot of fucking resorts are actually run by cartel money.
Hmm.
I don't know exactly how it correlates, but I've heard and, like, read stuff about it, you know? And, but anyways, I'd imagine it's the same shit for Jamaica. Like, you just don't leave the resort, you don't leave the private beach, but motherfuckers come in and sell you ganja. But I don't know if their weed would be any worse than ours. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if
we've
it'd be-
got people with United States education.
And like, yeah, we got like facilities.
You
and
know what I'm
buildings.
saying? We're like mass producing fucking bomb weed. That's what
Yeah.
that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, who knows though? I mean,
I mean, you ever seen that one documentary on Vice where they go somewhere and they're like chasing like
Amsterdam or something.
yeah, they're chasing like a crazy weed strain, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently, Amsterdam's
They
like,
go like
really
deep in
into
this
it.
forest.
Amsterdam.
There's
Mhm.
actually a whole documentary about it. I mean,
Mhm.
you can find a whole
I
bunch of
They
watch
go
shit.
like
some shit
super deep into a forest. Like it takes them like days to get to it. I
Get
think.
to it, and do these people have like literally acres of like weed just growing?
Yeah.
They're just growing it.
And he
just
just like takes
acres.
it, and
Isn't
you can
that
see one
crazy?
guy
That's
like
how it
going.
is in Missouri now too. I feel like people who have
But I don't know if
giant
it's legal.
farms.
I think it
Like,
may
can
or
we,
may
like,
not be legal.
Can we
there.
just like go into like if we had like woods in your backyard?
Schmabbing.
Could I just go out there and just
Man,
throw some shit and
get
grow?
a drink.
Be legal?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it has to be
that'll
inside
work,
and it
thank
has to
you.
be like
Yeah,
a
I think it
certain
has to be
amount.
like regulated or something
full?
like that.
Mhm.
Because I know in like Amsterdam or something, they have like the climate for like all year
This is
around to be
pre-opened.
able to do something like that.
Pre-open beer.
At least I think, anyways.
Thank you. I can
But-
get up and get it myself.
I think you
but-
can only have 3 plants producing.
I think it might be 4.
Okay, well, not
Yeah,
this one
4.
because I
think
have
they
to
have to
open
be
it
like
on the table.
female or some
You
shit. I
dirty
don't know.
dog.
It's all confusing.
No.
There it is.
Oh shit!
That's a clip for sure. That cannot not be a clip right there.
Caitlin's gonna be pissed.
There's cat piss on my floor.
Oh yeah.
All right, Colombian
So-
story.
Yeah.
Colombian?
Caribbean.
Colombian.
So the Caribbean story. It was like nighttime when we went out on the ship. My dad got the weed from this suspicious-looking Jamaican guy. Not saying that all Jamaicans look suspicious, but my dad said he had like a trench coat and he fucking whipped it open, like, you know.
Dude, apparently all of them do that,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
All of them. My sister said something about that. He's like, yeah, he flipped open his trench coat. He had a whole bunch of shit in there.
Yeah. So my dad ended up smoking it on the beach, and he had to call my mom. She got off the ship and had to fucking get my dad just so he didn't get lost because he was too stoned off the fucking bacon.
Damn.
Cheers.
Come on.
Got lost.
Cheers to all the Jamaican
That's fucking crazy.
trench coat wearers.
Oh, that is air in my mouth.
Let's see. Yeah, that's basically summing up the Caribbean.
Was it a
story.
cruise?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that makes
I
sense.
think that was like our second stop was
Oh.
Jamaica.
That's pretty cool.
Do you remember where else you went?
Hey, where'd you go after?
I think we went to Key West because I think we just basically made a big circle.
Did you pull back into New Orleans? I'd assume.
Yeah, we pulled back into New Orleans.
Key West. I want to go to Key West.
That's pretty cool.
Key West is pretty fun.
So, anyways, tell the fellas who are watching a little bit about yourself.
So my name's Grant. I work with Julian at the irrigation company. And
know it.
But
Water.
Splashing your
I
bits on
do
water.
I do a lot of helping on big commercial jobs. That's really what I've been doing for a while.
You will, because it helps you learn.
So, are there
Even when I
any-
started, I rode with Jeremy a lot. And Rick. Wait until you go to. Dude, that place sucks. Horrible.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we went to the other day, the place across the highway. That place blew. Dude, that was
The dirty Grant.
because Jeremy was making me mad. He was making me mad. It's not that I was afraid to get dirty.
Why
Why was he making me mad?
Panties were probably in a bunch that day.
Yeah,
Who
he was
knows?
super pissed off that he had to do that system that day.
Quack.
Super mad.
So, yeah, but what happened? Like, what's the backstory?
So
For those of us who don't know.
we had a main line leak that went underneath the sidewalk. We were trying to fix it without having the sidewalk be in our way. And then Jeremy tried to fix it. I was standing there. Jeremy went to go tell like the groundskeeper guy, go turn on the water real quick and see if he fixed it. Turned it on. We waited there for like a minute waiting for the water to reach it. And then poof, 20 feet in the air, big ass water spout. And me and Jeremy just waited there until we got in contact with the groundskeeper guy to turn off the water again. And we sat there for maybe about almost 10 minutes waiting for him to turn off the water. We were just sitting there watching the water just keep on shooting out.
Damn. dude.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do. It was shooting out. So Jeremy was like, "Oh, it's probably a good idea to clean your tools off." So I'm sitting there sticking the shovel in the fucking water spout. Yeah, I'm cleaning off all my shit. Yeah, and Jeremy was mad, and he's like, "Yeah, we need to dig this out furthermore." And you know, being so new still, I'm afraid that I'm gonna hit a wire right next to the
Fuck
main
it.
line.
Hit it.
Fuck no.
Hit it.
Then Jeremy's just gonna be more pissed off. He's
So-
gonna be
So
pissed off
what?
at me.
All you have to do is put fucking color to color. Put red to red, blue to blue, yellow to yellow. I mean, I can't do that, but
Why can't you do that, buddy?
can't fucking see them.
How many
Oh,
fingers?
wow.
I forgot about that. I forgot. Dude,
Yeah, I was
fuck
at this one
colorblind.
fucking job last year. and it was when Josh still worked with
Bless
us.
you.
And it was this big ass house, dude. He was getting like a pool put in. He was getting a whole bunch of shit done. And me and my brother were fucking digging this fucking hole up. And both of us are fucking colorblind. And we were both sitting there trying to put this fucking all these strands back together. It was like a 13 strand, dude. We were just sitting there fucking.
Oh god.
It was miserable, and we just had Josh do it because he could see the colors. But it was
Not a
stupid,
bad
dude.
idea,
I
really.
hate doing that shit.
13 strains of weed.
13 strains of weed, baby.
Yeah. It's not too bad. It's not
Shoo-wee.
terrible.
He lost his hat.
No, John?
Dude, 13 strains of weed.
13 strains of weed.
Yeah, Gavin, who's the alcoholic now, huh?
Gavin drank when we got off. Don't even.
Who's the alcoholic in the group now?
Gavin.
Gavin is.
Gavin.
He drinks moonshine every day.
Gavin, quit listening to me fucking pee, dude. What the fuck?
My headset's not on, fucker.
You be
Johnny
so
is
dumbass, flip.
Sober as fuck.
Sober than a gopher.
Between a rock
Not a lot left in the
and
pod.
a hard place.
I know. The other one's been in my
My
ass.
dick's gonna be rolling down your face as I walk out that door. Yeah, I know you guys were talking about shooting spouts and fucking washing shovels and
he
getting
was.
pissed.
Yeah, Jeremy was so mad. So Jeremy being mad made me mad. And he was mad that I wasn't like digging right because I was careful about the wire.
Fuck the wire.
I didn't want to say fuck the wire. Anyways, I'm like, all right, Jeremy.
So you're
Want
saying
me
you
to
would've
fucking
hit it?
dig.
No, because I know how to dig.
I hopped down in the hole and got all dirty.
Scoop with your hands.
And it
That's
was
what I
a hole.
did. I scooped with my hands.
Don't get dirty.
And then they gave you shit for
I
scooping
can't
with your
not
hands.
get dirty. Yeah. I can't not get dirty and scoop my hands, Julian. You gotta fucking.
That's what the shovel's for.
Well, I didn't want to mess up the wire.
Fuck the
You have a
wire.
little mini shovel, dude?
I wish. What am I gonna do? Take the
mini
fucking
type.
plastic spoon out of my lunchbox and start digging with it like I'm trying to escape prison?
Fucking El Chapo.
Yeah.
shit,
If El Chapo did it.
dude. Yo,
But yeah, fuck the wire. Fucking dig. Learn how to dig.
Anyways.
All right, you worked at an Acura dealership. How was that?
It was alright. No, it was pretty. It was.
Yo, I worked at an Acura dealership.
So the Acura dealership was okay until they changed the management and stuff, and then they tried putting me back in the car wash with Brendan,
Mhm.
and I'm like, fuck
Does Brennan
no.
still work there?
Yeah,
When's the last time you talked?
forever. The last day that I worked there, I talked to him.
Where?
Work where?
Work where?
One misspoken thing.
Did they ever have an NSX?
Yeah, I drove it.
Dead ass?
I drove an NSX. I drove a Porsche.
He's a service advisor.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I
The
was an
NSX is
assistant
cooler
service
than.
advisor.
Well, it depends on the Porsche.
Oh my god. So you're their bitch.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a lot of bitch work, which is why I quit because I was done doing bitch work, and then I got put with Jeremy, and now I'm doing
Now
bitch
you're
work.
doing more
Now
bitch
I'm
work.
Doing more bitch work.
So would you say, like, in this sort of field, what are some qualities that you would have to have in order to succeed at this sort of business?
Where's that? Work ethic.
Work ethic, yeah.
100%. That's a lot.
Well,
of
I feel like
stress.
that's anywhere.
Just don't be an idiot.
Yeah, don't
Like
be an idiot.
things
I mean,
specific to this job. What would you say?
I mean, you're more of a laborer than anything.
Yeah.
So you gotta be able to like deal with it. you
Yeah.
know?
And
And
also
be able to
like,
deal with high stress situations and still get done.
patience,
done.
patience with customers.
And that too. And just not be able to like fold when you're like getting frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just easier if you're starting to get pissed off and frustrated, just kind of stop and
Work quick, but also like take time. Cause like for you can get behind really easily, can't you?
I
your
do it all the time.
Yeah.
What's a frustrating time that you've had so far? But like, how would you?
Besides
How-
you group.
How did you like? Challenge yourself to get through it.
So like being with Jeremy or being by myself.
Being with Jeremy.
No, just in general.
In
like,
general?
what would you say like your most challenging point to get over was at work? But yet,
So far that you've been.
yeah, so far that you were able to like kind of feel accomplished once you got it.
Probably like one of the most challenging things for me was like actually like cutting the funny pipe, putting the poly coupler in, putting the poly pipes together. It was just
Did you just say the funny pipe?
The funny. Yeah, it's
either
called funny
funny
pipe.
what I
pipe
call-
or you got funny pipe or swing
Where I,
pipe.
sorry, no, that's not what I call. Where I stick my funny pipe is.
But yeah, we call it funny pipe, but the
He
real
takes
name's
funny
swing
pipe.
pipe.
Anyways, so who the fuck is Brody?
Brody was a kid that I wrestled with through Little League. He wrestled for me, and he was wrestling. I was watching his match. We weren't in the same weight bracket. Watching him wrestle, and so he was wrestling this kid. He was on top of him. Kid rolled and had his leg. Brody had his leg like this, and the kid rolled and rolled over his leg, and you saw his leg just go. Yeah, it was
What part?
bad.
Like the
It
bottom
was,
or his
it was
knee?
this.
The femur?
It was this. It was this whole thing, but it broke in like 2 seconds. It broke here and here. And it was like in an S formation, so it was like,
Fuck that.
So I broke like, ooh.
It was bad. It was bad.
That
He
is
actually
bad.
has a cousin named Fisher who tore his ACL like 2 or 3 times while wrestling. Same one. Yeah.
Damn, it's the same one too, dude.
It's
That
very
thing's
crazy.
gonna be fucked for life.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of wrestling, I mean, I feel like you've had a very extensive wrestling career as far as like how much of your life it's taken a part of.
12 years of it.
What would you say through that? Like, how did that build you to be the person that you are today?
Oh. So, wrestling, as much as it is a team sport, it's more of like one-on-one. Mano a mano. It was about a lot of problem solving. Like, so in the middle of a match, you'd have to like change the way you looked at things. Like, say you had a really good double leg shot, but the guy was really good at defending it. He defended your double leg shots. You'd have to change your game plan in the middle of the match, and like be your own problem solver, because coaches.
Yeah,
that
dude,
win
none
here
of us
sucked.
played, we all played team sports. We never played
Yeah.
like a one-on-one
I mean,
sport.
I wrestled.
Yeah, but I never
Well,
have. So
then
I don't really know
middle
what that
school, though?
feeling is. Like,
And high school.
You wrestled in
depending
high
on-
school.
high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like depending on yourself to win is I
Yeah.
feel like a different feeling than your team.
I mean, I feel like baseball's kind of the same way, but
Yeah, it's almost one on.
but also like it's also a team sport at the same time. But
Yeah. No, I hear you there.
but yeah, problem solving.
Problem solving. I had to figure out like. I mean, even if it was like a really good kid that I knew was really good at wrestling, I knew what he was good at. People would tell me what he was good at and what to look out for. Like when I was in 8th grade, I wrestled a kid named Andrew and a kid named Kyer, who is now an NCAA All-American in college for North Carolina State Wolfpack or something like that. That's a.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
He wrestles for them, but he told me what he was gonna do, and I wrestled this Andrew kid for years, and I've never beat him. And in that match, I beat him
Because he told you what he was
because
doing.
he told me what he was gonna do, and I defended that thing like a motherfucker. Every single time he did it, I fucking got him, and I think I won that match like 4-2. I think I took him down twice, and that's 2 points each, and then he escaped twice, which is 1 point each.
I always got confused on how they scored wrestling, but it kind of makes sense now.
College, it's a lot weirder than high school. Like I
College
could
is
probably
weird
teach
in
you
every
everything.
aspect, though, especially like sports.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
can't
like-
watch college wrestling. It's like really defensive. Like occasionally you'll
They're
see a
probably really
match.
technical about it.
Super, dude. Super,
Mhm.
super technical. Like sometimes you'll see a match where it's just like, holy shit, this match is so unevenly in favor of this guy.
Mhm.
You'll just see him completely blow him out of the water. But like, dude, once you get to like the NCAA tournament, the Division 1, I rarely see a match that goes above like 8 points.
Yeah.
And that's because it's just strictly defense.
It's a lot of defense, and they're so evenly matched. But there's been so many good college wrestlers that I've seen. I mean, there's Jaden that went to Mizzou. There was what's his name? Jaden. I know him, and I know both him and Jaden. I've like literally wrestled them both at like practices and stuff, and I was good, but those guys are in a completely whole different league than what I ever was.
Really?
They were so fucking good. I mean, Jaden, his dad was an Olympic wrestler. So like,
Did he ever medal? Do you know?
Jaden Arman,
His,
Not in-
his
oh, his
dad.
dad?
Yeah.
I think he might have.
Like what? Bronze?
Yeah, it wasn't. He didn't win the Olympics, I don't think. But either way, he was a fucking.
He ain't
great
no Kurt
wrestler.
Angle.
No Kurt Angle.
I don't.
You don't know
is
who
that?
Kurt Angle is?
No.
Oh shit.
Kurt Angle's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he was. Until he
Brock
broke his
Lesnar
fucking
was a
neck.
fucking wrestler too.
Oh yeah. So apparently he was a pretty damn good one too.
Brock Lesnar was a good one.
Well, he's a fucking alpha male of our species, so I'd hope so. That dude's
Alpha
fucking
male version.
Brock Lesnar looks like a caveman.
dude. That motherfucker's huge. You know
Brock
who
Lesnar looks like
Lesnar
a
is?
fucking
Yeah, I know.
He
caveman.
built like a boulder, dude.
He is.
He's like
That dude is
6'5",
Boulder?
fucking 300
Or a
pounds,
boulder.
but moves like he's
boulder.
220.
Oh, I thought you said a
He's
bowler.
quick.
He's built like a bowler. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Built
Yeah,
like a
dude.
bowler.
I don't know. That's always surprised me how like good Ben Askren was too.
Ben Askren was a fucking phenomenal wrestler. Not very good at UFC, but a phenomenal fucking wrestler.
You know, we've had some fucking crazy ass wrestlers at Mizzou. Crazy wrestlers.
Mizzou's
I mean,
been
Mizzou's
like
a good wrestling school though.
Mizzou's been like a top 5 college for wrestling for like
Oh, shit.
past 15 to 20 years, maybe even longer than
Fucking
that.
Michael Chandler was a wrestler
Michael
there.
Chandler.
Ben Askren was a wrestler. I mean,
Yep,
I don't know too
yep.
many more, but there's quite a fucking few.
So many.
Some big old names came out of Mizzou.
Really? Kind of cool.
My old
Mhm.
one of my old coaches that I went with for the summer, Marcus. He was a Mizzou wrestler, and he was really good. He was a little short, stocky guy, but he was
I feel like a lot of wrestlers, that's like the attribute. of
Short and
the body
stocky.
style, yeah.
yeah.
And flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let the stockiness confuse
Like-
you.
I mean, Grant ain't like super tall, but he's kind of tall. But I feel like he kind of falls in that category a little bit.
I'm not short.
I mean, what, you like 5'10"?
You're just tall.
I mean, most fucking college wrestlers. I mean, they're about 5'9", 5'10", right?
I'd say.
I don't know. I
I'd
don't
say
know what the
like
average is.
5'7". Yeah, probably around there. 5'7" to like 5'10".
And so you fall right smack dab right in there, buddy.
Right, smack dab in.
Well, not in the middle, but the ass end.
Honestly, like I regret not going to college to do it because I got offered from Nebraska,
Mhm.
Lindenwood, Mizzou. I got a bunch of offers. I just at
You
the
regret
time,
it, or
yeah, I regret not doing it.
yeah.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have been very fun. The weight cutting probably be more intense.
That's what
workouts
I
would
was
be more
about to ask
intense.
you. What's the weight cutting like? Because that's a huge part of wrestling, and I did not realize that
It was
until
hell.
because I did wrestling truly just to try to kind of be a multi-sport athlete and benefit myself in football. And so when it came to weight cutting, I was not going to do that.
Mm-mm.
And so that's one thing I wanted to talk to you about as far as weight cutting. How did that go?
Weight cutting sucked, dude. So I remember like riding in my mom's car on the way to like a summer tournament in just a full-on sweatsuit. Saunas. I've been in so many saunas with sweatsuits on. Sucked. I don't know how many times I've had to skip dinners or skip lunches at school.
I remember when he was doing
Yeah,
that
I
shit.
remember when you skip lunches
Dude.
and shit. You'd come out
He'd
with
literally
like
sit at the
carrots and no
table.
ranch,
He would sit at the table while all of us are eating and just like
drool over the food.
he'd be like forcing himself not to like
Mm-hmm.
eat.
That's got to be the hardest part, dude.
You're at school while everybody
I
else
can
is eating, and
imagine.
like
I
you
fucking
have
eat a
to have
lot.
the strength
Mhm.
not to be like, fuck this.
There were some moments where I was like that, and I paid the price for it in practice. I fucking had to suck it up and just work a little bit harder. Maybe wear a pair of pants instead of a pair of shorts or a sweatshirt, or both. I would fucking work my ass off.
Trash bags,
Trash bags. Yes, the fucking trash bags.
which is
dude.
illegal.
Yeah,
You're
which
not
is
supposed to be
illegal.
able to do that.
No, but probably all the coaches in high school probably do that anyways. So
Wait, really? It's illegal in high school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Misha says that you can't do that.
can't
Yeah.
wear
Isn't
trash
that like the
bags.
same as like a sweatsuit?
Yeah, but you're not supposed to wear a sweatsuit either.
What?
Yeah, because it's unhealthy. You're basically dehydrating.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I guess it is.
That's one of the reasons why I quit my senior year. Cause
Dude, you're just fucking miserable.
yeah.
Like, that doesn't even sound fun.
So my senior year, I was cutting weight. I walked around like normally 165, 160, somewhere around there.
Can you wrestle at like 145? That's what I thought.
145. I was cutting at least 15 to 20 pounds.
In how long of a time period?
So once I got down to like 145 the first time and I ate the next day, I'd probably gain at least like 2 or 3 or 4 pounds. And then it depended, like, do you have a duel this week? Because sometimes we'd wrestle on the weekend. We'd go to like a tournament Saturday, Sunday. And then like, oh, Tuesday or Wednesday you'd have a meet. So then like I wouldn't really be able to eat that much. Or else I'd gain too much weight for me to lose in that amount of time.
Right.
Yeah, and it was terrible. So I went to the bathroom one night and I was like, man, dude, it's stinging to pee. Like, and I looked down and my urine looked like maple syrup.
Mm,
It was terrible. And like, that's
it.
when I realized, like, dude, I gotta get out of this because this shit is just unhealthy. Like, Johnny, you could even vouch for me. Dude. Like, I was skinny.
Yeah, dude, you look like you were on crack.
I was
like, there's
skinny.
no way that that was okay for you.
Mm-mm. And like right now, I mean, I'm probably around 185-ish. Like, I feel so much better, so much healthier.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
I
'cause
just
you're
feel
walking around
so
at your
good.
natural body weight that your body
yeah.
wants to sit at. You know?
I feel so much better after that. And like,
It's
you know,
crazy. And to be able to athletically push yourself, like going through those like trials and tribulations. I mean, just the mental like strength I feel like that you would have to have for something like that would be crazy because
yeah.
you know, to go out there and just bust your ass and have to have your A game on and you're defending yourself and trying to shoot for points and wrestle in that way. That's got to be the hardest part.
Yeah.
I mean, forget the actual weight cutting. I know I said that earlier. That would be the hardest part. Like, yes, that would be hard, but to actually be able to perform under those parameters.
Hey, man, cutting all the weight and just not performing. What's the point?
There were some times where, dude, I'd go to a tournament, like this is my senior year, like the prime of my high school. My senior year, the last year that I'm gonna be able to do this. I would be like 1 ounce over. I would weigh like 145.1. Can't wrestle. Can't wrestle. 1 ounce over. Can't wrestle.
They're that strict about it.
That strict. Yep. You
Mm.
can't even be 1 ounce over.
Huh. No, that
Like
I mean that
single
makes
ounce.
sense. Makes sense. How does that correlate to like the UFC? Is the UFC that strict?
I don't think so.
I think it's like if it's over like a certain amount, they ask like the challenging fighters, be like, is it okay if he goes at this weight?
Mm-hmm.
I think they can do that. But if it's like a couple pounds, like a pound and
Yeah, I don't think I don't think they can push a pound
makes
over.
a difference. I was thinking 0.5 pounds max, like a half a pound
No,
max.
I don't think that.
'Cause they
much
did that in the
matters.
title fight with Oliveira.
yeah.
He was 0.5 over, and he lost.
Actually,
his
yeah, it
shit.
went vacant.
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
vacant. He couldn't win it, but Gagey could win.
Hmm.
But if he did win, he'd be the first contender. Then he'd have to fight for it again. But he
Yeah.
lost it after that.
No, that makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of stupid, but
Yeah, weight cutting is no joke, man. Like sometimes like when I was a little kid, my mom would see like these parents like pushing their kids extra hard and be like, man, they're gonna fuck their kids up for life. Like some of those kids, like, you know, when you're a kid growing up, you need the proper nutrients and stuff like
Mhm.
that to grow. And shit.
Yeah, what the
I feel like your
fuck?
mom was more supportive for you than anything.
Yeah, and when I quit my senior year, my mom was like disappointed in me, but then she realized like the real reason that I quit, and she was happy that I stood up for myself a little bit.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and you know,
I mean, I'm sure every parent will be kind of disappointed, especially if you spent most of your life doing it.
Yeah,
and you're
and she was
towards
with me
kind of
every
the
step of
end,
the
but
way.
Yeah, my grandma was pissed when I quit soccer, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, why didn't you play senior?
I didn't like Kruger. Kruger was the worst soccer coach I've
that's
ever had.
the reason why I quit my senior year because Bollinger.
Just coaching is
Mhm.
just like they got rid of
Bollinger.
Van Dyke, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What did they get rid of Van Dyke for?
Because of it was a senior night game, and a bunch of the players were cussing and shit, and Van Dyke was just letting them like cuss at the ref and the other players and stuff, and I think that was why. It was a really bad game against. Fucking terrible.
we all had
Like
those days.
unfair or?
No, just it didn't seem like you were at a high school game. There were so many people cussing, parents cussing, everyone cussing. Like I'm pretty sure Van Dyke was like fucking doing shit.
this guy heated out there.
Pretty sure the refs were just really bad that game.
You remember that Lift for Life school?
Yeah, we played him like a couple
It's not
different
even a
times.
school. It's just a team.
Yeah, it's just a team.
They practice on like a parking lot and shit. Which I mean, I get it. Like it's a cool program or whatever. But like,
Shit on them.
They actually do have an
No,
academy.
Not really. Do they have
There is a
school?
Lift for Life Academy, yeah.
Yeah,
But
there's
it's
in
an
the
inner
city.
city thing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
inner
a
city.
Yeah, I was about to say there's city kids. They're like busting. Like it's a throw together program just to get these kids out from where they live and
Get them
give them
doing
extra.
something.
Yeah, get them doing something, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing is like but yeah, dude, playing those people was the worst. I hated when we played Live for Life, dude.
Nut
I
grabbers.
hated it, dude. Everything, dude. It was just
Anything
such
they
a
could grab
dirty
onto, they would.
game. Just such a dirty game. It
Yeah.
didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter.
They'd still get smacked, but
That's the worst fucking part.
It's probably the only team that wins their. Like, you
No,
watch them in high
we
school.
didn't win. Fuck no.
we beat them one time.
Really?
Yeah, we
Oh,
only beat
yeah, you
them
didn't beat him
one
the second time, right? How many times did you play him?
every year.
We beat them our sophomore
Yeah.
year. I thought we beat them our senior.
I don't think so.
I don't think we didn't play them our senior year.
I don't know, but
They
we
dropped
dude.
it. Then we got put with Central. That's what happened.
Either way, we fucking sucked.
Their senior
Sucked.
year was looking pretty good till everybody started getting fucking hurt.
Yeah, the injury bug. I
Yeah.
remember when I got hurt my 8th grade year. Remember?
I remember that.
At the
Dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone got hurt that game. A lot of people got hurt that
So
game.
did Julian.
Yeah.
Julian and I were
In the
one-
same
we
hospital.
were one
next
hospital room
door.
away from each other.
Yeah, I think because
Hospital.
Justin, I think, got hurt that game, didn't he, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin got knocked out by Landon.
Yeah,
You can't say the last name, but yeah.
Oh.
bleep it.
Landon
Quack.
Quack.
But yeah,
yeah.
I remember that. That game was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. I remember Justin's dad running on the fucking field, telling everybody
Yeah,
to fuck
because this
themselves.
was a cursed field.
It was. It was.
And he got hurt during baseball. He blew out his knee.
Dude.
Was that there?
Huh?
It was there.
Yeah, it was
wasn't
at
it?
this
Yeah, it was.
And then I got hurt, my fingers and shit.
Mm-hmm. Me and my
You remember
shoulder.
my
you-
gnarly ass Charlie horses our senior year there?
You always had Charlie horse.
Dude, it was bad. I
You're
fell on my face.
dehydrated motherfucker. No
on my face.
potassium having ass.
Eat
Dude,
your
my,
fucking bananas.
my calves always were the first things to go. Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
a
miss
cursed ass
sports.
field, dude.
I miss sports.
I do too.
just really what I miss is just
I'll
the
miss it.
feeling of being competitive.
Mhm.
I don't miss the
Like, I don't have to
practices,
compete for
but I miss
anything
like the
anymore,
games.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all just get to live our lives and like make our own decisions and shit. So there's nothing challenging. Like obviously life itself is challenging, you know, just whatever happens, but I feel like there's just no competitiveness in anything that I do.
I'm thinking about getting into coaching wrestling, like Little League wrestling again.
I'm
about
just
it.
starting to realize that
Coaching would be fun.
dude, coaching football would be a blast.
That would be hella fun.
Go get him, Jimmy.
Yeah, just something. I mean,
Jimmy.
just smack the shit out of the fucking shoulder pads. And be like,
Yeah, I'll trade you this kid for that kid.
that's select.
Literally.
That's how select works. It's
Wait,
fucking
what?
fun. Select football?
They
And
trade
baseball.
shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like baseball,
do that in
football.
soccer.
Kind of. Like it's.
They didn't do that in soccer.
It's like a
they
Or
were
it's
just
just
like
like
you versus
recruit
that
you.
team, and like they were like, "Hey, you can come play with us and do better."
Yeah, they kind of like
Okay, that's
recruit
kinda
you.
how
That's
soccer
pretty
works.
much, yeah.
That's
just
kinda how
the
soccer works.
recruiting.
Yeah.
is-
Like I remember the Turkey Bowl one year. It was it was the year that my team beat
Yeah.
won the Little League Super Bowl. Yeah.
You got beat by Gray?
Yup. And Brendan.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Brandon.
But to be fair, they were a select team and we were
Yeah,
not.
Brendan was a select team. I wasn't on that team.
And I was the fucking quarterback and I was the fullback. Obviously not at the same time. You can't do that. But it was Little League, so you know, it's Little League fucking ball. But anyways, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I've always been on a fucking losing ass team. Always. Other than in between middle school and like our 6th grade year.
I do remember that.
We won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. We beat out fucking Herky.
Yeah.
Or
You won the Super Bowl.
yeah,
They won the Super Bowl.
Reminds me of EDP. We're going to the Super Bowl. Remember that?
We're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
that's funny.
Fucking
Oh, fuck.
EDP. That dude.
He's a pedo.
He is better.
He is a pedo.
He is very much
This
so.
girl offered me
Forever be-
cupcakes.
Forever be a pedo.
Yeah.
Is it still recording?
Yeah, I had to
What
guess
do I
it.
say? What do I say?
Just be like that. This is
Mo. Plug your Instagram.
Plug your insert
Mhm.
Instagram here.
Hey, add me on Xbox Live.
React
And Bob Stoops.
lips. My
Root
lips.
6170. Get on it.
Go ahead, Shvim.
Shit. Fuck. I'm not
Just be
good at
like-
intros.
well. Thanks for joining us on the Day-Today podcast. We'll see
So
you
lot of
next week.
pressure.
Something like that.
I can't do it. Julian, you do it. You did it better than I could ever do it.
Okay.
You do it.
Just fuck the bitch in my Gucci flip flops. Have a good rest of your week.
Disregard women,
Peace.
acquire currency.
Yo, Andrew.
Thanks for joining us on the Day-Today podcast. It's been Joey, Julian, Johnny, and Grant. Thanks for joining. See you next week.
See you.